Hey guys, what's going on? It's FoxRG, and today we're going to be talking about the patch notes that just came out for Season 4 Warzone Cold War. But we are going to be looking at the Warzone factor. So I will be going over everything that has changed, as well as there are going to be timestamps down below. So comment down below on what you think the biggest meta change of that is going to happen or is happening right now, as well as like this video, share with a friend. If you're not a subscriber already, make sure that you are. Hit that bell. All right, now let's just dive into it. So with map changes, we have red doors appearing all around Verdansk, and you will be able to go in them, and there's going to be loot. You've probably seen a couple Twitter clips, as well as the downtown tower is now under new management. I don't know what that exactly means, but Nakatomi Plaza has moved out. Still going to call it Nakatomi Plaza. Nothing has really changed. But something that has changed is the hijack, the new Gulag hijack. So this plywood recreation of the yacht central area will replace the current standoff Gulag. So it's a new change. It's really nice. As well as we have new satellite crash POIs. So farmland, block 18, block 16, as well as the bridge. There's all going to be new things there, as well as the specialist perk is, or there's going to be a Bertha with a mounted machine. You'll be able to see it, as well as we have general updates. So quality of life changes more or less, as well as there's pride flags for Pride Month that is happening now. So with the general update, the quality of life change, the PS5s are getting a 120 hertz update for the support. It requires an HDMI 2, as well as down players who disconnect will provide a kill credit as well as downed loot. So this also includes players who disconnect during a finishing move, so you'll be able to get that. And getting into gameplay, there's a new vehicle type called the dirt bike. It's a two-wheel terror, high speed, the fastest vehicle of them all, faster than the ATV. Handling, drifts, durability is low, same health as an ATV. Capacity is only 2, so no stacking like the ATV, as well as you can do a trophy placement. But if you're trying to shoot from it and you're just a single person flipping back to the back seat to shoot your weapon, Cloaksy, I don't know if you've watched the Cloaksy clip or saw it on Twitter, he died because the vehicle crushed him, so just be careful of that. As well as the loot spawns have changed across Verdansk, adjusting, so the C58, that's the new assault rifle, as well as the MG82 have been found in ground loot, so be able to use it, as well as the combat bow kill streak and self-revives have been reduced. The spawn rate, not the cost. As well as 1911, the handgun that you start with now requires a third hit for finishers, so you can no longer be Mike Tyson and two-punch a person out. As well as the snapshot grenade. I don't know if anyone uses this. I only use this in Gulag, so it views your person for 2 seconds increase, as well as if you hit it, all your teammates or your whole squad can see us, as well as this huge quality of life right here. So the custom mods have been enabled for the Cold War weapons, so you can change them just kind of like we did in Modern Warfare. This is really nice. Some thoughts about the specialist token, so this is all about it. Bug fixes, as well as UI and user experience. And then we get into the weapons, so as well as the new weapons are the MG82, it's a light machine gun, C58, which is an assault rifle. There's also a nail gun, what they classify as a submachine gun, but it's not really. Baseball bat, OTS submachine gun, so that will probably be actually a submachine gun, as well as a mace. So this gives you a lowdown on how the weapons have changed. You got the AMAX Nerf, Groza increase, the Golf, which is the Scar, as well as all that. So that's the M82 or something like that. The AUG SMG. Okay. All right, so for the assault rifles, the AMAX has been nerfed once again, 3rd time's the charm, hopefully. That means it's going to take an extra bullet, especially at long range, and it's going to take like 2 headshots or 1 headshot, 5 chest shots or something like that. J God went over it, probably go look at his video. further explains it, as well as the Roze has gotten a buff, so minimum damage has increased, upper torso and lower torso, the multipliers have been increased, as well as maximum damage has been decreased. So it's more of like a submachine gun kind of play, as well as the assault rifle golf. That's the assault rifle golf. Oh, the Scar. The Scar, it got an increase. It's still really slow, like, but we think this will improve the average time to kill on it. It's a good start, so it might be in meta by the end of the season, as well as the XM4. So that got a buff because of the neck damage, so you might be even in a better spot with it being an SMG. That's great. As well as the AMP 63. So maximum damage range maximum damage has been increased. Second damage range has been increased. Upper torso extremities have all been increased, like the multiplier. Head damage has been decreased, which is nice, but it's still going to be really quick on this. It's going to be your backup for any of your guns now. It might take over the Psychov. Ballistic knife, projectiles. This is the huge thing right here. Shotguns. Shotguns have been nerfed. Maximum damage range decreased by 24%. Second damage range decreased by 18%. Third damage range decreased by 7%, as well as your movement speed has decreased. Thank God. No one likes those. As well as the Charlie Sniper. So I think that's an M82 or something like that. The bullet velocity has increased. Upper torso and lower torso multipliers have been increased. So it's slowly getting into comparison with the Modern Warfare, as well as the Swiss K has been, the optics have been functionally improved. SMGs, the Alpha. Oh, the Alpha one. The Alpha is the AUG. Oh, man. That's getting a buff, but don't use it. That's funny. Bullfrog, the iron sights have been adjusted, so it might be even better now. The KS45, the maximum damage range has been increased and the extremities have been increased, so it's going to try to put it on par. Has a fast time to kill potential, but it's a burst SMG. No. The Milano has got a huge buff, as well as its ground loot now. So maximum damage is increased. Minimum damage has also increased. Maximum damage range has been increased by a lot. The upper and lower and extremities have also, the multipliers have been also increased. So this might shape up for like halfway through the season. We might get this really good. As well as the submachine gun Echo, damage range has increased by 1, as well as extremity damage. So the Echo is the Bullfrog. Oh, they're giving buff to the Bullfrog even more? That's fun. Tactical rifles, so the DMR is probably going to be back into choice like it says right here. So with the recoil magnitude has been decreased, so the DMR is still a respectable choice with the right attachments. This might be good. All right, now we're getting into good stuff. The attachments for the barrels for the snipers. All the combat recons have increased the bullet velocity. So the Pellington, the Sniper Charlie, which is the M82 or something like that, the K-Swiss, the Tundra, the Zerg, they're going to be on par with the Modern Warfare equivalencies, as well as the Ranger barrel. The bullet velocity is increased by 50, and the vertical recoil control has been increased by 15%. So this might be really good with like the XM4. The takedown barrel, the effective damage range, as well as the horizontal recoil control has been increased, but you do get a negative with the hip fire spread. Reinforced heavy or the match grade for the LMGs or the assault rifles, bullet velocity is increased. The effective damage has been increased. The horizontal and vertical recoil has been increased. The control of it, this is great because it's going to shoot straight just like the Modern Warfare weapons, but But the decrease, you get the ADS movement speed, the sprint to fire speed, the ADS speed itself, and the hip fire spread is an increase. So like these are going to be your negatives for running this barrel, but all the positives outweigh it for a long range barrel, as well as the task force spec says RPK and the CMV mil spec. So assault rifles and light machine guns, bullet velocities increased by 50%, effective damage range increase, vertical horizontal recoil control increase, ADS movement speed is a little slower, the sprint speed is a little slower. This makes it all on par with the modern warfare weapons. Most of the modern warfare reticles have been updated, so axle as well as the Royal Cross have been increased. Like it shifted around, it's going to be better. As for the underbarrel, so the bruiser grip for snipers, aiming stability is increased from 10 to 19%. So you're not going to sway as much. It's going to be nice. As for the operators, this is the biggest right here. The Roze Rook skin received material updates to increase visibility. We can see the damn Roze skin. As well as get the Jackal, and Sala, Weaver, and that is it. So I will make sure that there's timestamps for all these sections as well. I'm super excited to make more videos, more content about all the changes and how to set up all the gun classes for the new changes. I think this is going to be the meta that we were hoping for way back when it came out. Everything seems to be on par. I'm excited for this. All right, that is it for this week's triple header, double header, whatever it is, videos. I'm Fox Energy. We out.